Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe and Russian President Vladimir Putin held a two-day summit in Japan. They met in Nagato, Abe's ancestral hometown, on Thursday and moved to Tokyo for more talks on Friday. Here is what you need to know about the results of the summit. Islands dispute. For decades, the two sides have been in a deadlock over the sovereignty of 4 islands to Japan's north that were seized by the Soviet Union in 1945 and are still held by Russia. The two leaders agreed to pursue joint economic development of the islands and make it easier for Japanese to travel there.
これは平和条約の締結に向けた重要な一歩であります。
But Putin gave no ground in the sovereignty dispute, despite Abe raising expectations of a breakthrough earlier this year. The two sides have yet to sign a formal peace treaty to end World War II hostilities. Economic cooperation. The two sides agreed on investment and loans from Japan worth around $2.5 billion. Putin has been keen to win economic help from Japan as Russia faces international sanctions in response to its annexation of Crimea in 2014. Japan, for instance, will invest in Russian energy infrastructure in return for supply of fuel. Abe hopes that economic cooperation will eventually help resolve the islands dispute in Japan's favour, analysts say. Stronger bonding. Japan is the first member of the group of 7 nations to invite Putin to visit since Russia's annexation of Crimea, a move that fits Abe's strategy of building diplomatic partnerships to counter Tokyo's arch-rival, China. Japan has to walk a fine line, though, in keeping its own sanctions on Russia while building other cooperation. For Putin, working with Japan helps ease Russia's isolation and may also be seen by Moscow as a way to divide Western nations. Putin's timekeeping. Putin, who is well known for keeping world leaders waiting, arrived in Japan a couple of hours behind schedule on Thursday. While waiting, Abe visited the grave of his father, Shintaro Abe, who also strove for a resolution of the Northern Territory issues as foreign minister in the 1980s. He wrote on his Facebook page, "Looks like the president's arrival is being delayed. I used the time to visit the grave and reported to my father, who devoted his late career to push for a peace treaty."